please excuse me, I'm going to read the scripture. Otherwise, I will go and go, it can be screen. So I will read from my script. My name is Sung Ho. I'm a pastor at St. Andrew's Christian Church in Aurora. From my young age, I wanted to become a pastor. My first pastor's house in Korea was right beside the church. It was about this much space, and there was a pastor's house, there's a church building. So sometimes I went to early morning service in Korea. So sometimes pastors not at on time. So, what's going on? So he was slept in. So he was sometimes a few minutes late. We can tell by his hair and by his outfit is not very what you know. So I saw his life, and sometimes he's late, but he's always in church, always praising God, always worshiping God, and that looked great to me. I loved it. I thought, what would be the best way to use my life? And what would be the most meaningful life I could live? So I thought, to be a pastor was the most meaningful way to use my life, live my life. But now I know there are a lot of other ways to glorify God and live for God and use life meaningfully. But at that time, I thought, pastor was the best way. That's what I thought. So I prayed God. I studied at school some years, and now I'm here. So long story short, right? So when I was ordained and installed at St. Andrew's, where I'm at right now, I felt I achieved my dream, because since 16 years old to 2020, so I was running for the goal. It was last week of February, year 2020. I don't know if anyone can remember that time around. So I had 2 regular services, and on the 3rd week of my church leading worship, March 15th, year 2020, we had to shut down because of the COVID pandemic. On my 3rd week, who do I know from my church? And what do I know about my church? I didn't barely. So it was a rough start. Attendance was rocketed because we couldn't gather together to have worship service. So about 6 months, I went to church during the week. I recorded myself leading worship and posted on YouTube. That was our church's worship service for about 6 months. So after that, people wanted some interaction. We had a new pastor, but he's an internet pastor. So we want to get him going. We want some interaction. So we got Zoom account, and we did Zoom worship for about a year and a half. So I was still internet pastor in my new position. So after the pandemic was lifted off a little bit, we could carefully, I launched a Wednesday Bible study during the day. So very few people came, but we had great time. We went on about 4 years. We read some Bible, we prayed a little bit, we talked about our lives a little bit, and we wasted a lot of time together. We ate together, we went restaurants together, we talked about our life, about queen and king, and so many stuff we can think of, everything we can think of. It was like people call us a social club, and actually we love that name, social club. So we thought, yeah, that's we are. We are a social club, and I thought Jesus enjoyed eating and drinking and talking to people and having party all the time. Why not live like Jesus? So at our church, of course, we have some normal worship service. It's our church, so we have worship services and some Bible studies and some social services like community meal. But we gather together and waste time together for bonding, for connecting, for loving one another. As we enjoy each other's presence, gradually and unknowingly, we are being built together as a church. So because everyone here is participating everyone's own religious communities, so I cannot ask you to come to our church and enjoy, but yeah, when you have a Sunday or date time or some other time, we will welcome you. And this is my last page. We have Thursday lunch community meal. It's called Martha's Table. It goes around from 11:30 to 1:30. So our Sunday worship service at 10:30. We are located Wellington and Yonge, one block east and one block south. So, and I'm a coffee person. I like coffee, but I hate tea, but I do not hate tea drinkers. So if you are a tea drinker, don't be afraid and ask me out for a coffee or something. Starbucks says please do. Thank you so much.